Hi, Diana. Hey, Melissa. Happy Easter. Hey, Paula. Hey, Leanne. Leanne, long time no see. Hello, Chow. Hi, Candace. Hey, T. Happy Easter. Hello, Belinda. All right. Yes, happy Easter. So I have a video that's uploading. I got a new machine sent to me, and it is a laminator / trimmer. So I did a review on it, played around with it, and these are the results that I got. And so that is uploading. That'll be up later today. These are the new Easter designs you can download from Kitchen Sink Stamps. And in case you didn't know, you have 20% off until tomorrow. You'll want to watch Stamp Wars. We also have follow-up videos from T and Tracy already up. My video is recorded. It'll go up tomorrow. But you'll have 20% off from Kitchen Sink Stamps. So if you want to go download these and make your last minute Easter cards. And then I'll have my laminator / trimmer video go up tonight. And my Kitchen Sink Stamps follow-up video, which I will show you how to make this. That will go up tomorrow. And that's my follow-up card. So a lot of fun things going on next couple of days. But I had this package in the, I'm going through my basket of things that I need to do. And you guys, this is one of those packages that I opened, put it aside, and totally forgot about it. So we had some new releases from Catherine Pooler 2 weeks ago. And so I wanted to show you guys some of those things and try them out. Hey, Laura. Happy Easter, everybody. Thank you, T, for posting that. T did an amazing job hosting Stamp Wars 20 last night. If you missed it, we were superheroes. It was a lot of fun. We can't stop talking about it. Leah's running around the house with the cape and the costume on, so she's having a lot of fun with it. So definitely check that out. But I wanted to show you guys these new products from Catherine Pooler. I'm going to put my link on there for you guys. I am part of the Catherine Pooler team, and it's like a dream come true. So when they contacted me, I was like, pinch me, this can't be real. But amazing team, amazing products, amazing companies. If you didn't know, they are my favorite inks. I reach for those inks 9 out of 10 times when I'm doing crafting, and they're just amazing, juicy, wonderful inks. So let's talk about what I got. So they did release 4 new ink colors. And this is cool. If you do an order, you get this new little postcard. And I love saving these little postcards because if you don't know what's, your collection of your inks, they're right here. So the new ones are called the Apothecary Collection, and they are these here. So we have terracotta, apricot, ginger, and wintergreen. Okay, and you'll notice there's 4 missing. Stay tuned because later this summer the other 4 colors will be released. So if you're a full set syndrome person, they'll be out this summer. They are not available in minis yet. The minis just came out on the date night ones, so it takes about a year for the minis to come out. But these are wonderful inks. If you're looking for an ink company to fall in love with, this is it. Okay. All right, so this is, let me show you, I did some videos already on the release if you want to check those out. I think this is a pretty popular set. This is called Notable and Quotable Sentiments, and it has all of these famous authors' quotes. I'm not going to read those. You can go check the videos that I did. There is a spelling error on Emily Dickinson's name, so there was a holdup, but they did get that corrected. So if you have this set, it should have the correct spelling of her name now. You can also get the Floral Dies if you would like the Floral Dies to cut out the florals. These are called the Ex Libris dies, and they are nice kind of bookend die or frame die. You can cut them apart. I like leaving mine together, personal preference there. I loved this filigree background. It's very romantic. You know, it has that Baroque style to it. I did almost all my videos with this background. I loved it so much. Okay. And so what matches that is this paper pad. It's called Twilight Reading. And the colors that it goes with are Apricot, Twilight, which is a light gray, Blackjack, which is a dark gray, and London Sequins. And I don't have the sequins, but that's okay. We have those colors of ink, so we'll play with those. And when you get the pad, I definitely recommend the re-inkers if you're going to invest in these inks. If you just want to start out with the minis, see if you like them or not. You don't need to buy the re-inkers right away. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to love them. So you might as well just get the re-inkers. And it doesn't matter if you do the minis or the full size. You're not sacrificing anything when it comes to the ink quality or the sponginess and the sponge pads. And that's really the difference for me, is I love the sponge pads. All right, so here are some of the designs in these colors or papers. A dictionary of botanical terms. And this is great because Leah's grandmother, Nana, is huge into gardening. Her house was in a gardening show. This is kind of like a feathery fern kind of thing. And so I thought these would be great to make cards for Nana, but also they're very neutral. So you can use them for anything. You can use them for masculine cards, feminine cards, graduations coming up. You know, you don't have to just make foo-foo floral cards all the time. Oh, here's that background. Is it? Oh, I'm so attracted to this design. Like, you can grunge this up and make it a Halloween. You can make it a wedding. You can glam it up. I mean, there's so many different things you can. It's a timeless design. I just love it. All right. Oh, for your bird people. Look at that. That is so cute. T, I know you like that. And some little peach florals here. Or should I say apricot florals? And some little drawn daisy florals here. So what a cute paper pack. A nice variety. And these are 6x6 papers. You get 8 designs. It's 80 pounds, so it's heavy cardstock, and it's single-sided, so you're not wasting anything on the back side. But you can rip it, tear it, ink it. You can do a lot of good things with this paper. All right, so also, I got these Pear Blossom lights. I have not used these, but I thought I would try them. Corinne Wisman uses them all the time, and I love watching her stuff. So I thought, okay, it's time for me to get on board and try these out. So maybe you'll see a video in the future, but these are available at Catherine Pooler. Okay, so this stamp set, I was not going to get the stamp set when I saw it. It's called Mothers and Daughters. However, obviously my mother is living with me now. My daughter, she's 9 years old going on 19. So I thought this would be a great stamp set to have on hand. So you've always been my biggest supporter. Happy Mother's Day. Mom, you are loved. I love being your mother. Even better is being your mother, or even better is being your friend or daughter. I love being your daughter. What a blessing it is to have a daughter like you, mother like you, friend like you, in a world full of I'm so glad you are mine. So there's a lot of good things to put on here. You know, you could almost not stamp that D and make that laughter. It could be daughter or laughter. L-A-U-G-H-T-E-R, right? Laughter or daughter. That's a stamp you can use 2 different ways. So I thought this would be great, not only for Mom, but for Miss Leah, to be very encouraging. And I love the hand scripty looking font there. And you have your apostrophe S here. Perfect. Okay, here we go. This is, hello, Debbie. This is called the Nested Hexagon Dies. Now, this looked interesting to me because I don't have anything this shape, and I'm really debating if I want to cut this apart or not. I just like the way it looks like this, not cutting it apart, so I may use it a few times and not cut it apart. We'll see. These two, I think, are my first Catherine Pooler cover plates. So this one is called cross your X's. Cross your X's. So that looks cool. So we'll definitely cut that out and see what it looks like. And this one's called Stitch Your Diamonds. So I don't have any cover plate dies, so we'll see how these look. We'll cut these out. And then last but not least is the stencil. And this all came as a set. Let me tell you what came together in the stencil. The Ex Libris bundles comes with the next nested hexagon dies, Stitch Your Diamonds cover plate, Cross Your X's cover plate die, and the Secret Garden stencil. So all of these came as a bundle, so you can get them as a bundle. And here is the Secret Garden stencil. And this is another one of those designs that you can use for anything. You can use this flourishes for floral. You can use it for birthdays, sympathy, just depending on what kind of colors you ink it up in. But I like that it's just an abstract design that would go with anything. So let's cut these guys out and see how they look. Yes, this is all CP. So if you have not grabbed the new inks yet, there's a whole bunch of other things part of this Ex Libris release that you might want to check out. And we're going to cut some of these out. Maybe we can throw together a card. Also, for free is the new downloadable ink swatch and color chart. So if you don't have this, it is a completely free download. It has the new inks on here. So not only the replacement ink, 16 candles, it's 16 candles, oh boy, and what was the other one? Minted. Those were the 3 colors that were refreshed. They retired the old 3 colors. The new colors are on here. They are on the spa chart. So you have a party collection and a spa collection. And so the ones I just showed you are on here, and that's going to be ginger, apricot, wintergreen, and where's the last one? Ginger, apricot, oh, terracotta, right there. So these are completely free to download. You print them out, you cut out this center piece, you put a little brad in there, and then you can figure out what you want to use. So that's just a lot of fun. And for those of you having a hard time finding hammer mill paper, I will swear up and down this is as close as you're going to get. This is 100-pound Catherine Pooler premium cardstock. There's 20 sheets in here until the price comes down on hammer mill, or until it's able to be purchased again. This is going to be, I'm going to say, a very near identical twin. I have no way of really knowing that, but in my theory, really, really close twin. All right, so let's cut these guys out. I have some paper here. And I'm going to actually hi, kitty. This is terracotta. I just want to ink this just to see what this looks like when we go to cut the plate out with this. So this is direct to paper, and even though that looks kind of streaky, the cool thing about Catherine Pooler inks is, again, they're a dye ink, so once they soak into your paper here, they will even themselves out. They dry very quickly. Nice vibrant colors. That spongy ink pad is so easy to use. Ooh, just barely fits on there. All right, I'm going to use my Gemini Junior. Hey, Jennifer. Put a tiny bit of washi tape on here. And this one is called the Stitch Diamonds cover plate. Sandy said, I was wondering about that one. Well, hopefully, Sandy, this doesn't disappoint. And I'm going to look at how cleanly that cuts out. And you get all of that stitch detail still in there. And if you cut this out of another cardstock, you can do inlay die cutting. I want to save all these pieces so we can do that. How pretty that is. We'll come back to that one. And that's a big die. I think that's, let me see if that's A2 size. It is. It's 5.5 by 4 1/4. So that's exactly A2 size. So I have an A2 card front here. Perfect fit. That's pretty cool. Okay, so there's that one. Sorry guys, I'm just going to move you aside over here. I'm not going to throw those away because I think that they are pretty neat. We can use them for some other things. All right, so let's cut the other one. Dude, I have this finger cut, paper cut. Do you see it? Right on the fold of my finger. And every time I go to wash my hands and wash the dishes, it like cuts or busts open. Pain in the butt. It's quite annoying. Okay, so here's this one. Let's cut this one out of white. Now that is a A2 size paper. So that is all the way to the edge. Hopefully that doesn't move. Hello, Tracy from South Australia. Oh, I moved. I should have taped it. Well, that's okay. So on this one, look, you guys, we have some smaller diamonds. Look at the stitching in there. And I'm just wondering. Oh, yeah, they are meant to be layered. Look at how cool that looks. You could layer it either way. That looks awesome. Oh, I gotta fix that. And then, well, these guys will fit in here, no problem. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Yes, that is awesome. Too bad I messed it up when I cut it. That's all right. That makes me very happy to see that. If you are doing Father's Day cards, and this is, what's this design? It's a, you know, like a plaid, like golfers wear. That would be really cool to make like a golf print design. You can use them individually or you can use them together. That is cool. I like that. Was that both the same die? No, one was, one is called Stitch Your Diamonds cover plate, and the second one is called Cross Your X's cover plate. So you can buy them individually or you can buy them as a bundle. And the bundle will also give you the stencil and the hexagon. So I bought the bundle because I was like, well, yeah. Yeah, Argyle Golfer. Yes, Cindy, that's what I'm talking about. Let's cut this out now. Now this one, I have a piece of, well, how big is this paper? I don't want to, I hate wasting paper, so I try to grab for my scraps. All right. This one, I did not, yeah, did not cut properly. So this is the hexagon, and I'm just going to cut this out all together. Actually, you know what design I wanted to do with this? I didn't want to cut this. This one I wanted to do embossing, so I'm going to grab my embossing mat. Mine's pretty beat up. I wanted to emboss this. I didn't want to cut it. Take this one. Nope. Take out the magnetic one, I think. We'll see here. There we go. Take the magnetic shim out for embossing. That's what I was thinking, Leanne. Multicolors. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. This is heavy duty cardstock, but that would look cool embossed if you use the right paper. I used heavy duty cardstock. Let's see what it looks like if we cut it. Actually, hold please. I have an idea. Look at how clean that cut out. And this is why I didn't want to separate them, because I will never get them to cut that cleanly again. But think of this idea. How much fun would this be just to make a cool geometric background? You just tape these in place, and when you cut the excess off, you can use those. Look at how fun that would be, just to be very, you know, Art Deco with that. Or you could just change the colors, cut it out of multicolors, and stack every other one. Could do that. Put your little sentiment inside there. Could do something like that. That would be cool. Or you could just do pattern paper and then just do a little sentiment in the corner with one. The where's those sentiments at? The floral sentiments would fit perfectly in there. This one in the middle. We're always looking for different ways to highlight our sentiments. Look at this. This fits almost perfectly on most of them. And if you need a bigger one, you can go up a size. I really like that. Now, of course, if you cut these apart, then it would have, you'd have the full backing when you cut your dies apart. So to do that, you grab your snippity snips You can just get these at a hardware store for a couple dollars, ladies. You don't need to spend exorbitant amount of money because they tell you it's a craft supply. They are wire snips, and you can get them at the craft store for a few bucks. Now this, I try to cut as close to the die as I can. There will have some burrs left on there, which is going to pop up, so I will go over to the trash can then. And I will cut those off. There they go. Now they're cut apart. So now when I cut one though, now I have enough space that if I pick one this size, now I'll have a solid piece that can go in there, and it'll be any color that I want. Yes. I think those are so cool. All right, let's see if we can... Let's assemble something, shall we? Enough talking, Nancy. Make a card. All right. Put me on the spot here, you guys. Oh, let me stencil this. I want to stencil this. So this is what I do when I get new things. Open them, play with them. Don't necessarily make something, but just, you know, play, see what they're like. Let's do apricot. Let's grab a blending brush. Now you might want to use some pixie spray. Why is the dog barking? Probably sees a squirrel. Pretty sure he's chasing a squirrel in the backyard. He ran upstairs to bark at whatever he's barking at. Could be my other kid, though, taunting him. Who knows? It snowed here today in Pennsylvania. It is April what? What's today? It snowed. Look how pretty that is. All right, let me clean this up. Did you get it, Leo? Did you get that squirrel? Did you get it? Huh, Bubba? Leah? Oh, I didn't know you were down here. What was he barking at? So now that my hexagons are cut apart, you can see the difference between leaving them connected, which gives you these really cool borders, which you can still do that way. You just use some tape to tape them together, or separating them, and then you get this solid image, which now I can inlay in here, and I can stamp sentiment on there. See, and make a really cool card very easily. Let's say use one of these biblical ones. I like this one. The world breaks everyone, and afterward many are strong at the broken places. Mr. Ernest Hemingway. And let me grab my block. And I'm going to stamp that in Blackjack. Just the dark gray ink. This is how you get around using Catherine Pooler's black ink because it stains your stamps. Use Blackjack. It is a really dark gray. It almost looks black, and you don't have to worry about it being archival and staining your stamps like her black ink. I love her black ink for rubber stamps, but on my clear stamps, I use Blackjack. See, cleans up easily. No staining. Look how easily we can put this together now. Now, I feel like that looks pretty good. Very clean and simple design. Hey, Michelle. Thank you, T. And of course, if you have sequins, you can add sequins to that. But if I say, I think that's a little plain, look, I can go in and add these guys in and just, again, just decorate it up, right? There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's the fact that you took your time to make something beautiful for someone. Yeah, those quotes are not something you find, you know, in any kind of stamp. I mean, it's nice quotes from classic writers. And again, they can go for any kind of sentimental season. There's no purpose to it. It can be anything. Just whatever you're feeling. And we'll do this. Yes, writer's quotes. That's what I meant to say. How simple that is. Very cool, right? Okay, let's do another one. I want to use this background here. Hey, Geraldine! Really, I'm going to cut this one again, and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to use the light gray will look good with that. What are you guys asking? All right, so this is Twilight. Again, this is just some plain cardstock. You can see how the paper, I mean, that ink pad wants to stick. It does not want to move. That's just how good these ink pads are. Now, I probably got too much ink on there now, but it just wants to soak right into that paper. That's not exactly the look I was going for, though. Really wanted to make it streaky. So what I will do is re-ink this for you. And this is where re-inkers come in, guys. I might have a few of them. I might really like these inks. You know Nancy likes inks when she starts buying re-inkers. I used to never buy re-inkers. I used to tell you guys don't buy re-inkers. But these inks, I don't ever plan on parting with them. So, of course, I have the re-inkers. I will use these inks forever and ever. And ever, ever, ever. Hello, Olivia. So to re-ink these ink pads, you're going to take your re-inker and see how it soaks right into the pad? That's going to happen most of the time when you need re-inking. If that ink sits on top, you can take an old credit card, gift card, hotel key, a spoon, and you can use it to push that ink down. But once you start to see that ink is kind of sitting on there and it's really not going in as quickly, that's it. You're done. You don't need to add any more ink because then you're going to over ink your pad and then it's going to leak. And I don't like to store my ink pads on the sides for that reason. Now, these ink pads are pretty good at storing your ink, but it just makes me nervous. So now that this is nice and juicy, wait till you see how this ink comes out now. Look at that. So you can see the difference between a dry ink pad and a nice, juicy, moist one. And the secret to ink blending is to have a nice, juicy ink pad. All right, and so if you want this darker, you just keep going in. And because these are dye inks, again, dye inks soak into the paper. And these will even out. So I'm going to give that a second. You don't need to add heat or anything to it. It will dry. And it will even itself out. I'm just going to clean this up. Hi, Pat. Hey, Bobby. How is the weather in Texas, Bobby? A nice neutral gray there. But I want to cut that other plate. The diamond plate. Not the diamond. Cross your X. Cover your X's. Cross your X's. What's it called? Cross your X's cover plate. And the other one we used was Stitch Your Diamonds cover plate. So this one is Stitch Your Diamonds. This one is Cross Your X's. And then we have the hexagons. So this one, I think that the terracotta, right? We did terracotta and this twilight gray will look good together. For our golfer's argyle plaid. I'm almost to the end of this mint tape. I do not like this tape, you guys. I don't think it's sticky enough. Hello, Wanda. See that? It just unstuck. All right. This doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough. Good enough. And then I feed it in the machine upside down like that. No, I don't. Look at that. I would have cut into my magnetic plate. Jeez, Nance. Good thing I looked at it before I put it through. I'm special. Speaking of special, Leah graduated Basic 2 on ice skating today. So she will be moving into Basic 3 ice skating classes. that is much better. Much better. And we want to keep all these little inside bits because those are going to be fun doing inlay die cutting. They're not tiny. I cannot stand when they're tiny little bitty bits. These are just right. We can do inlay with these guys. Now look at these two paired up. Now we can go like this. Oh, that is so cool. I'm just thinking Christmas. I'm just thinking red and green for Christmas, you guys. Yellow and green for golfers, or blue and yellow. Oh, that's going to look so cool together. And it looks good either way. And I made my own colored cardstock. That's what's great about the Catherine Pooler inks. I don't have, look at how smooth those blended in. You would think this was cardstock I cut this out of. I just used the ink to blend it in. So you don't have to buy colored cardstock when you have nice juicy ink pads like that. Which one do we like better? The terracotta over the gray, or the gray over the terracotta? I think I like it the other way better. I think I like it this way better. Yes, white on white would be a very classic, timeless look. Yes, I agree over the gray. I'll just put some glue on here. Very easy to put glue on it because the designs are not super thin. There is an edge border. Okay, simple. So really you're getting like 3 cover plates. You're getting the 2 individual ones, and then when you combine them, you get 3 different designs out of it. Hey, Carly. Carly says, Stamp Wars was amazing. Yes, I would agree. I don't think that we have really had, you know, really fun sabotages thrown at us like the way T did. The costumes I thought were fantastic. I loved her little surprise with sending us all different ink colors. That was great. Oh, you guys, that is so pretty. What am I going to put on here now? Maybe we don't put a sentiment on this one yet. I feel like this is like a Father's Day look. Maybe we just put a simple thanks on the front of that. Yeah, that takes away from it. Maybe we just leave that and we put something, we'll put something on there later. Look, I can go in and layer this now. Oh, now we're really going to go into this. Yes. This steps it up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Waste not. I do have the thanks word die. I will put that on here. Let's use these up. I don't want to waste these. Yes. Now it's Argyle. Yes. Yeah, I'll grab the thanks and I'll put it on here. I watched T's video. It was gorgeous. I watched Tracy's video. It was quite entertaining. If you guys have not checked out their videos, please do. They both have a follow-up. And I think all of us asked the same question. So it's very easy to watch the video and answer the question to win a giveaway. All right, now I left this blank because I think I'm going to do what T said and cut out the thanks because that is a classic timeless thanks. Let me grab that. What the heck? My thing just, the back of my little sticky pencil, my wax pencil got stuck in the lid. Oh no, I'll have to dig that out later. Up there it goes. That was interesting. Don't worry, I'll fix it. This glue will fix anything. I use this glue to put together my Crafty Critta furniture. Ta-da! All right, let's grab the thanks word die. Great minds think alike. Hey, Jim. Jim, I love your Easter eggs. We didn't do Easter eggs this year. We didn't do Easter hunt. We didn't do any of that this year. My kids are like, nope. I was like, that's okay. It saves me time and money. So I think I'll put the thanks right here. Does that look cool? Okay, let's grab the thanks word die. Yeah, it was freaking cold out. Yes. All right, what color do we want to do? Thanks, T. And then I have this handwritten thank you sentiment stamp because I always need thank yous. She says white. Susie says gold. Ooh, I like that idea. Maybe like a matte silver. Jim says silver. I think a matte silver would look cool. Let me go grab matte silver from my stash. Cheryl, when they're brand new, they don't tear, but I buy these Avery L pockets, and I store my stamps. They all get moved to these Avery L pockets. So I mostly use the large ones and the extra large ones. So yes, that does happen. That's every manufacturer. Found some silver in my stash. Jim says he's going to foot a snow tomorrow. You keep it, Jim. You keep it. We don't want it. Now, because I want this to be layer, I'm going to put some tape on the back. Like the stickiest tape ever. If you need your eyebrows done, just grab some of your Sukwing tape. You don't need to go to the salon. That stuff will take the hair off of anything. Okay, now we're gonna die cut this. Now, again, a tip that I've shared with you guys before, whenever you're cutting your foil card and you don't want indentations from the paper that you're using, put a plain piece of paper over top of that. Sukwing tape, also known as, what else do they call this tape? There's another name, Be Creative tape. They sell it at scrapbook.com. Score tape. It's all the same stuff. You've heard of it, Cheryl. You just probably didn't realize it because it's been rebranded. Other companies put their name on it, but it says it on here, Sukwing tape. So now, I carefully pull this off. And I'm going to carefully pull this out. This is where Nancy screws up because I don't have any patience. Now it's cut all the way through, but there's tape holding everything together. So I kind of have to weed it, which means pull off all these little little bits. And since there's adhesive behind there, sometimes it comes off, and so they'll be like sticky. But I love, love, love the font on this. This is my favorite Thanks die. I think the size is perfect. I think the script is perfect. It's not too plain. It's not too fancy. It'll fit on any way that you put your card, either horizontal or vertical. I just kind of want to be extra careful here because it is foil card. I don't want to rip it or scratch it up. All right, I think we got it. By Jove, I think I've got it. Okay, now I just have to get the rest of that adhesive off. No, without that happening, it was sticking to itself. Okay. All right, we're making progress here. I haven't screwed it up yet. There we go. Aha! Now that's what it's supposed to look like. I just don't have patience. I know. How can you be a crafter and not have patience? I don't. That's the one thing I really, like, suck at. I like everything to be fast. Don't stick it down yet, Nance. Ooh, that looks cool. Okay, once I like it, then I'll push it down. Ta-da! Look at that. Little more effort, but well worth the results on that one. So we did a clean and simple one, and we did a little more detailed one, using some of the new things from Catherine Pooler. So go do some looking around. If you see something you like, please use my link. Again, if you haven't tried their inks, I recommend trying out the minis first, and then check out the full-size ones. Not all of the full-size ones come in minis yet. Just pick a couple colors, try them out, but the inks are wonderful. They stamp good the first time. It's a dye ink. It blends beautifully if you'd like to do ink blending or anything like that. You guys have seen me layer them with kitchen sink stamps. You see me use them with layering stencils, but the new release I think is stunning. I don't think that I showcased it enough when I did my videos because I was so in love with that background stamp. But again, we have Mother's Day not too far around the corner. So if you're looking for a good, even just a friend card, you've always been my biggest supporter. I mean, these, you are loved. Even better is being your daughter, mother. I love being your daughter or mother. Friend is on here too. So you don't have to have mother or daughter, but it is cute. It's called Mother and Daughter Sentiments. This notable quotable sentiment, again, I just think it's very classic. It's not something you see out there. Everybody has a happy birthday and a thank you stamp set, but not everybody has a stamp set like this. Very classic, very timeless, good for any kind of occasion. You have some graduates coming up. These are wonderful, positive thoughts to give to a graduate card. The stencil is called, oops, I took it out of the packaging. Secret Garden Stencil, and that's the one we did here. I think stencils are great for making fast, easy cards. And again, it's a very nice design there. The paper pack I am in love with. I'm definitely going to play with this. It's called Twilight Reading Paperback. Simple, simple cards you can make with this designer series paper like that. The filigree background, by far my favorite. I did a lot of videos with this, so you'll want to go check that out. And we have the Ex Libris dies here, which are... they're like a bookend die that you would put on a book cover plate, I should say, book cover plate. So you get a rectangle or you get the circles. And then the new stuff that I got today that I showed you guys were the diamond cover plate. Stitch Your Diamond Cover Plate, which is this one, which we combined with the Cover Your Ex's cover plate. This one to get this wonderful Argyle. The Thanks die is also Catherine Pooler, and then the nested hexagon dies. These are going to be a lot of fun. We could definitely be here all night playing with all of these things and making all kinds of cards, but I have child looking at me, so I'm assuming I need to go make dinner. Otherwise, I would definitely stay here with you guys. So go check those out. I will put all the links down below. If you have any questions, put them down in the description. Let me know which of these new things you like the best. I'm always looking for ideas to make cards, so put that in the comments after the video. And let me know which of these things you guys saw in the release that you like, whether it's new or used. I'm always looking for things, ideas. So yeah. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We are so close to 25,000, so if you're secretly watching in the background and you're not subscribed yet, click that subscribe button. I'm always doing giveaways. Hint, hint, hint. Thanks, guys. I'm going to clean up and go cook dinner for the children. Have a happy Easter. Bye, guys.